Welcome back, guys. In today's division video we are doing a best setup, best roles video again, this time for the Navy MP5 high-end submachine gun. Now on this best role I'm going to be recommending best roles for PvE, because in my opinion the Navy MP5 or any MP5 in general is much better at PvE than it is at PvP. Now, if you go and player versus player, I think the Vector just does a lot better. That's not to say this gun is bad at it at all. This gun has actually done me really well against other players, but I just find it is outstanding against the NPC players that you come across in the game. So we're going to equip our current old MP5, which had destructive on. I do like that, and then we're going to roll some and see what we can get. Now, bearing in mind this is going against the NPCs, that's what we're trying to build a best build for. On any submachine gun, I do still highly recommend Deadly, where your critical damage will be increased. The reason for this is because submachine guns always have, as you know, the default ability to have a higher critical hit chance. So with that higher critical hit chance, if you can up the critical hit damage, whether you're playing against people or the NPCs, this gun is just going to shred. Now, with it having the larger magazine, one option for a good roll would be the malicious perk, which allows you, to then have a chance to instantly refill the magazine. Now, there's not one of the ones I'm going to highly recommend here. So going up against the NPCs, stuff for challenge mode, thing like that, one thing I'm going to recommend is destructive, which I have on my current one. Now, I think this is great, especially for the dart zone as well, because you come across enemies in there that everything in the dart zone has armor. So this is really going to help you clear out those areas fastly, quickly, efficiently, all those things. And that is something I really want on a weapon designed for PvE, the destructive perk. The second one, again, we're going to repeat it here, but we want Deadly. As you can see, we've managed to pull there. That isn't necessarily, as I've said, one that has to be for either or. That's just something that's always going to come in good on a submachine gun. Now, your final perk is going to be something that is going to come down to your preference, and also it's going to come down to luck, because you're not possibly going to roll exactly what you want the first time round. You might get Deadly, you might get destructive, and then you might get something that you don't want entirely at all. Now, for PvE, I've found an amazing perk is the ability to heal off critical hits dealt. It goes really well with submachine guns, and that's something that is cool to have in the bottom tier. If you can't get that, then another great one, more for PvE, would actually be the perk that gives you the ability to do increased damage to named and elite enemies. So that's anything that you're going to come across in challenge mode. Those are the things that I would highly recommend if you're going for a PvE build. Just quickly at the end, if you're going for a build for playing against others, then again, Deadly, something to increase your critical hit chance. And then either or, I would then go for increased headshot damage, because with this having a large magazine, if you come up against those large chunky tank enemies, then you can just hold the magazine straight onto their head, empty it all out, and cause a ton of extra damage to the head. But as I've said before, just to round up, we're looking for in a PvE build destructive, Deadly, and then the final perk, anything that really fits your fancy out of the things we've mentioned previously, or something entirely different if there's a perk out there that you have tried and loved, because this isn't a weapon I'm going to use, it's a weapon you're going to use. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, a like rating is super appreciated and really does help the channel grow. To never miss a video, make sure to subscribe, and thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video.